Next, I want to bring on, this is the call. This is a all-star Olympic level call. We have the only managing partner and integrity partner, Mr. Andrew Taylor. Andrew Taylor, this is FFL America. How you doing today?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on, dude.
Thanks for coming, buddy. So Andrew and I have been, we were in meetings yesterday. We're in meetings today. We're going to Atlanta tomorrow. And I think that one of the things that we don't talk about is just kind of we talk about it, but maybe from your perspective, the early onset sacrifices you've got to make in order to push through this business to kind of get it over the hump.
Yeah. So one thing about me, Grady, was a lot of people didn't see me coming because I started off slow, but I did the same thing every week.
Okay.
So when I started in the field, even though I had a low close ratio in the beginning, I still ran the same amount of appointments every week. And once I started hiring, I kept that activity every week, no matter what. Now, once you get in the field and you start making money, that's one thing, but you can see results a little bit faster. But once you start hiring, you don't see results for 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
So what happens is a lot of people, they'll go, I'm going to recruit. Okay. And then they'll stop in 60 days because they don't see an immediate result. They go, what am I doing? Right?
Yeah.
My thought process was, how many different things can I do? I mean, even if I do all these things and I find one good agent in a month, I'm going to end up making money because the overrides, the bonuses, the way everything works. Dude, and it really hit me when I always liked real estate.
Yeah.
And then I realized, dude, real estate's a pain in the ass. And you need a lot of money to be profitable, to make money.
Yeah.
So when I realized that every single person I hire is like owning a real estate property. So Grady is like a huge apartment complex.
Okay.
Now, I don't have to have the money though up front. That's the thing. Why would you put your money or time in anything else if you could? Every single person you hire is like having a paid off property, and you get passive income from it, and you sell like crazy to have enough money to build that passive income. And you also, dude, I didn't spend time doing this. That's the thing. I would focus on selling, give no attention to recruiting. I paid someone like $12 an hour and expected them to build my entire business for me. And that was it. That's why we weren't growing for a little while. But when you realize, dude, would it be worth calling all day Saturday or all day Sunday to get one freaking paid off real estate property?
Every
would Saturday? It be worth calling on the East Coast at 6 a.m.? If you're on the West Coast at 11 p.m. calling people, or if you're on the East Coast calling people on the West Coast, would it be worth working both coasts? It's like, dude, it's literally gold. And then we go, well, I ran an ad and I didn't get a result. And when I started going, okay, if I spend $1,000 in marketing and I got one person, then I'm making my money back from one person. If I got one person the entire year. Now you start doing this and all of a sudden you start finding Trey Honeycutt, Grady Polcyn, Dave Witchard. It's like someone asked me, they go, how'd you hire Dave Witchard? I don't know, the thousands of freaking things I did. One of them led me to Dave Witchard.
It's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you start to realize, whoa, I'm getting more people. We have more outlets. We have more people on our team hiring. And dude, you get a bunch of people hiring. How do you shut it off?
Same goals.
And especially because it's the best thing in the industry. It's not like we're trying to convince people to go sell knives or steaks or go door to door or anything. Yeah. It's like, dude, if you're in sales, this is the best thing. How do we? Sean asked me, he goes, how are you growing so fast yesterday? And I go, dude, how are we not growing fast? That's actually the better question. How are we not growing so fast?
Yeah.
So
I love it, dude. I think that that's, we look at the numbers of FFL alone, and Sean shared with us, so there's 6,000 writing agents. And he said, what if we could double, right? We could double as a company. But to look at it from perspective, 1 million total licensed life insurance agents in the country. So, but then there's also like 180 other million people who don't have an insurance license. And if the insurance industry as a whole is right around 700 billion, we're dropping the bucket. And so it's just a matter of time as we continue to progress, but it's a land grab. It's a gold rush land grab.
It's been a land grab, but there's still a lot of land, bro.
So much land.
It's like,
we've got like Yuma handled right now.
Dude. So in the whole US.
The whole US.
So a carrier called me complaining because we were hiring a bunch of people from another agency, not outside of Family First Life. They're like, hey, you're making my job really tough because everyone's complaining. And I go, why do you think they're complaining? He goes, well, because everyone wants to be like FFL, and FFL is getting so big and everybody's jealous. He literally said that straight out of his own mouth.
Everyone's jealous.
Everyone's jealous.
That we pay people more and have access to leads and great training, and we don't charge for anything. They could change. Why don't you think that companies don't
Grady,
change?
One thing that I'd like to challenge people to do, Sean told me one time, because you know how much I love my dogs, right?
Yes.
Ruby and Gabbana.
Mm-hmm.
Sean goes, hey, if you didn't hire 10 people this week and run 30 appointments, and if I said somebody was going to kill your dogs or you do that activity, could you do it? And it seems like a crazy, stupid question, but the answer is, dude, I could do it if I want to. But the problem is I get distracted. Yeah. I start thinking too much. I start thinking about the activity I'm going to do. I get on social media. I do all this other stuff. Dude, I deleted social media actually every day. If I really have to focus on something, I actually delete it.
The app?
Yeah. And then I just re-download it.
Oh, that's smart. I should do that.
Yeah, because I want to get on for work and I want to post stuff about work and all this stuff. But dude, I'll delete it. Yesterday, I actually deleted it for almost the entire day.
Oh, I bet it felt good.
And I got a lot done. You'd be surprised how much you can get done without distractions. So the thing is like, what's your goal? And you can hit it if you have the mentality of doing whatever it takes to hit it. Or you can make excuses and go, I didn't hit it because of X, Y, Z, but it's just excuses, because you definitely can if you had to.
Yeah. Well, I know you know more than anybody about leads, and we've got a big group of buyers right now. So there's work spots that gives discounts on leads, but there's also, confidence to give them that they should be, how good a quality our new instance and new internets are.
Dude, I don't like to even say their quality.
Okay.
The problem is, there's somebody, we know this, there's somebody that definitely filled out a form online.
Okay.
It's not always that person. It could be their cousin. It could be their husband. It could be their wife, whatever, who knows?
Okay.
We know that somebody asked for information on the internet about life insurance. And I don't like to tell people, hey, these are the best quality leads ever. Okay. Because to me, dude, it's about getting a bunch of people that you can get a hold of and have a conversation with. Okay. So I just recruited somebody. They go, well, I'm thinking about coming to Family First Life. And this is a big manager in the insurance industry. They go, I'm thinking about Family First Life. Why should I come? She goes, are the leads better? Guess what I said?
What would you say?
No.
Okay.
They're probably the same.
Probably the same.
And you know what she said? Oh, well, I'm fine with that. I'm glad you're not telling me they're so much better. I still want to come over and work with you. Dude, she was actually excited that I told her that. Now, what I did tell her is it's the quantity that's powerful. So for us building an agency, if we don't use instant internet leads, we cannot keep scaling. Correct. Because there's no other lead platform that can go up. Now, also the average income's high. I will tell you that. The average income is higher than Facebook leads. The average income is higher than direct mail final expense leads. You get some bangers in there, like 1,000 a month, 900 a month, 800 a month, if you run enough of them.
Mike Curry ran an appointment and ran into a guy who owned a $15 million company and wanted a $2 million policy for like $6,000 a month.
Yeah, dude. So at my old company, there was internet leads, but they were $35.
Really?
Yeah. $35 a lead. Same thing, but $35 per lead.
Crazy.
And I remember running a bunch of them, and I went to one house, and this dude was like, yeah, I want to spend like $1,500 a month. And I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah, I just bought it was like some sick Corvette. He's like, yeah, I just bought some sick Corvette. You want to drive it? Just like, dude, what is going
Stuff
on?
you run into at appointments.
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, so these actually leads are pretty good now. I like them after that appointment. Dude, and I had one where I go to this appointment, and the dude said, or there's a car outside, Corvette, I think it was a Corvette, that says sign now on the license plate. And I'm like, what the heck? I go to the door. There's another agent in this house.
Oh.
All suited up in like cufflinks, Rolex, the whole deal, right?
Okay.
I'm in maroon jeans and a polo.
Yeah.
And internet lead. I go up to the door. The guy goes, hey, show me what you have, whatever. I waited outside for like 30 minutes for this guy to leave.
Okay.
And I go, what'd he show you? And they go, he showed me this IUL.
Oh yeah.
That's like $1,500 a month. And I go, oh, I can show you that.
Okay.
So I show him that. He goes, all right, we're going to do it with you because that guy's a douchebag. Like, dude, what the heck?
He pre-sold you for you.
Dude, that's like a $20,000 paycheck.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, in volume, everybody's going to make a ton of money, but in volume.
But if you go by 20 and
if you go by 20 and go, this person already talked to somebody, you're never going to build a big team. And by the way, here's a tip for you guys, just so you know. A lot of direct sales IMOs, they've never got into internet leads. Family First Life we're like the pioneer of going to the home on internet leads. And someone said they can't hear.
She's the only one.
Okay. So someone said they are going to, okay. So a lot of people could never do that because it's usually phone rooms calling internet leads.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what we've learned is a lot of people in phone rooms are not very driven. They call, they pitch something over the phone, they try to sell it. Okay. So the internet lead world, when someone fills it out, they usually get retargeted to fill in another lead. So if you ever call one and they've talked to somebody, you still want to book it because somebody over the phone probably just tried to shove some guarantee issue down their throat and get off the phone. But what's going to happen when you show up?
You smoke it.
You're going to smoke it. They're going to love you and you're going to get the business.
People like to buy from people.
So yeah, local agent. So that's how we dominate. And this is the only thing we can go to 50,000 leads a day, 60,000 leads a day.
Correct.
So
it's the future.
And we're going to go to $1 billion. So this is it.
I'm in. So, Andrew, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate you coming on. Andrew Taylor, everyone.